We are still learning to talk about ourselves using dialogues and monologues. This is monologue 2. If you missed the first one, there's a link up here to that. So the person starts with Mema mwachiu, and this is how you say good morning, but to more than a single person. So if you are greeting more than a single person, good morning, then you say Mema mwachi or Mema mwachiu. If you are greeting a single person, then you replace this mo, which is you plural, to wo, which is you singular, right? So you say Mema mwachiu, I greet you, good morning, okay? And then he says, Midin de kofi poku. Nanso dodoɔ no afrɛ me ko poku. Midin de kofi poku. Nanso dodoɔ no afrɛ me ko poku. So if you recall from monologue 1, we said this is how you tell your name. Midin de, my name is. So if you replace kofi poku with your name, you'd have my name is your name. Okay, so if you are called Nidudu, you say Midin de Nidudu. My name is Nidudu. Okay, so he says Midin de kofi poku. Nanso dodoɔ no afrɛ me, but dodoɔ is many, right? Many. So dodoɔ no afrɛ me. We said fre means to call. So this is how you say many call me, right? Dodoɔ no afrɛ me. Many call me ko poku. And then he continues. He says, me free Ghana. Me free Ghana. And again, from monologue 1, we said this is how you tell where you are from. So if you say me free, because free means to be from, right? So you replace this with anywhere that you're from, and you have I'm from that place. And it doesn't matter whether it's a country, a city, or a town. Just replace Ghana here with that, and you have it. So if you are from Nigeria, you say me free Nigeria. If you are from Togo, you say me free Togo. If you are from America, you say me free America. So wherever it is that you're from, just replace Ghana here with that, and then you have it. And then he says, Yawo me wo bantama. Yawo me wo bantama. And I put this wo in brackets because in speech, we typically drop that part. And I think we do so because it can be a mouthful to have this wo following wo. Pronunciation wise, it can be very difficult. So in speech, we mostly drop this part and we have yawo me bantama, and it still means the same thing. Yawo me bantama, okay? Yawo me bantama. Wo here is to give birth, right? To give birth. So if you say mawo, right? Mawo, you are saying I have given birth. So this is how you would say I was born in. So wherever it is that you were born, you just replace this bantama with that and you have it. So yawo me wo Kumasi, yawo me wo Nkran, yawo me wo New York, yawo me wo London. Anywhere that you were born, just replace bantama with that and you have it. And then he says, mete tafu sisi. Mete tafu sisi. So I told you this te is to live in or to live at. So I told you wherever that you live in or wherever that you live at, you replace this tafu with that and you have it. So mete Kufuridia, mete Faith Avenue, right? So it can be a specific address, it doesn't matter. That's why I said to live in or to live at. So mete Sunyane, mete Cape Coast, mete Togo, right? And just as we had in monologue 1, he adds sisi, which is now. So mete tafu sisi. So he said, me free Ghana. Yawo me wo Bantama. I was born in Bantama. Mete tafu sisi. I live in Tafu now. And then he says, me ye oyaresafo. Me ye oyaresafo. And I told you this is how you tell your occupation, amongst other things like your nationality, your tribe, anything that you can say with I am, right? I am, because when you say me ye, you are saying I am, right? So I am a Ghanaian, I am a Ga, I am a doctor, oyaresafo, right? Oyaresafo is a doctor. It's coming from sa yarie, right? Sa yarie. Yarie is sickness, and sa means to heal sickness. So oyaresafo is one who heals another of his or her sickness. And then he says, Meyɛ adwuma wɔ Kɔmfoanɔkye Aban Ayaresabea. Meyɛ adwuma wɔ Kɔmfoanɔkye Aban Ayaresabea. So we have the phrasal verb yɛ adwuma, which means to work. Work in itself as a noun is adwuma. So when you say yɛ adwuma, it means to do work, literally. So to work. So when you say meyɛ adwuma, you are saying I work. Wɔ at Kɔmfoanɔkye Aban Ayaresabea. Aban is the government, right? So Aban is the government, and we have Ayaresabea, which is a hospital. Again, coming from the phrasal verb sa yare, to heal sickness, right? So yare sa bia. Bia here is from biaye, biaye, which means a place. So anytime you see a tree word that ends in bia, it suggests that the word is in reference to a place. So Ejanan bia, for example, the toilet. Wiemshen jina bia. Let's put that here. Wiemshen jina bia is the airport, right? So you see the bia. Wiemshen is an aircraft. So Wiemshen jina bia, a place where aircrafts stand, right? So the airport in this case. So he says, Miye adwuma wo Kɔmfoanɔkye Aban Ayaresabea. I work at the Kɔmfoanɔkye Government Hospital. Meye Kristoni. Meye Kristoni. I told you we use this meye to say all the stuff that you can say with I am, right? So I am a lawyer. I am a Ghanaian. I am a Ghan. And now we are using it to tell religion. So meye Kristoni. I am a Christian. So whatever your faith is, whatever your religion is, you replace Kristoni with that and you have it. So if you're a Muslim, you say meye Kremoni, right? Kremoni. Whatever your faith is, just replace Kristoni or Kremoni here with that and you have it. And then he says Mawari. Mawari. If you recall, in monologue 1, Juliet Ibrahim told us that she is not married. And for that, she said, Menwari, right? Menwari. And I told you, this is how you say, I am not married. But if you are married, you use Mawari. Mawari, I'm married. And then he says, Mene meyere wo ma mienu. Mene meyere wo ma mienu. So me, I, ne, and meyere, my wife. I told you yere is wife, right? And a husband is kunu. Kunu, husband. So here he says, Mene meyere, I and my wife, wo, have. So this wo is to have. We have a lesson on that again. It's up here. And I told you that this wo is an irregular verb. So it doesn't follow the standard negation rules that we covered in our negation series. You have our negation series up here. So for this one, you just have to learn that the negative of wo, to have, is ni, to not have. So if you want to say I have money, you say me wo sika, right? Me wo sika, I have money. But if you want to say I don't have money, then you say me ni sika, right? Me ni sika, I don't have money. So here he says mene meyere wo ma mienu. Ma is the plural of oba, and oba is one's child, right? So your child is oba. So the plural of that is ma, children. And we have mienu, which is the number 2. So mene meyere wo ma mienu. I and my wife have 2 kids, 2 children. And then he says oba baako. Oba is a woman, female. Bema, which is here, is a man, male. So oba baako. Baako is 1. So we have baako as 1, and we have mienu as 2, right? So since he and the wife have 2 children, 1 is female and 1 is male. Oba baako, bema baako. And then he continues. He says, Meni je sene ho pa. Meni je sene ho pa. So this is another way of saying you like something. Earlier, we said if you like something, you say mepe, right? Mepe. And then you add whatever it is that you like to that. So mepe mo, I like rice. Mepe esichire, I like sugar. Mepe ewo, I like honey, right? Now, another way of saying that is to say menije dash ho. So whatever it is that you like, you put it here. So for that, it doesn't go to the end. You put it here. So if you like music, you would say menije enyom ho. Menije enyom ho. We said enyom is music, right? So menije enyom ho. So here he is saying menije sene, which is movie, right? Ho pa we said is very much. So menije sene ho pa, I like movies very much. So whatever it is that you like very much, just replace sene with that and you have it. And then he continues. He says, Aduane a mepɛ paa ne waakye. Aduane a mepɛ paa ne waakye. And I told you this is how you tell the food that you like best. You remember banku ne mekoyirawa. Banku and hot pepper, right? So whatever it is that you like best, as in by way of food, just replace waakye here with that. And then you have aduane a mepɛ paa ne, maybe bayra yachi, right? So bayre is yam. Bayra yachi is fried yam. So again, whatever the food is, just replace waakye with that and you have it. But for him, he says aduane a mepɛ paa ne waakye. The food that I like best is waakye.